The Bananas are really changing things up defensively tonight, but it's very exciting. It's the first ever start at second base in D.R. Meadows' Banana Ball career. We saw him play there back when he was a collegiate Banana. And for our corner infielders, Jackson Olsson, only his fourth start at the hot corner. And for Danny Oberst with 3 trick plays, this is his third start at first base.
Let's zoom in on Jared Donaldson at the center of it all as he huddles up with the fellas on the infield grass. Proud of Albany, Georgia, 2022 Coastal Plain League champion when for the second half of the season, DR was behind him in the infield at second base quite often. And Donnie here in his second World Tour.
Jared Donaldson with a 3-2 record on this 2024 season and making start number 7 on tour. Now turned in a really nice performance last Sunday in Norfolk, Virginia. Bananas decided to stick with their right-hander, who ranks 4th among all Bananas with his 48 strikeouts this season, and since the start of June is striking out nearly 20% of the total batters he's faced. And it's actually the Party Animals batting .285 against Donnie on this tour.
Let's look at the Party Animals starting lineup here this evening. At the top, it's Reese Hampton, Jordan Hussein, and Jake Skoll and Dalton Cornett. After Reese Lightning, then in the middle, Noah Fisher, Jason Swan, and Tanner Thomas. The bottom 3, Dustin Baber, Bronson Ballholm, and Chase Aika.
And it's Noah Fisher who's really impressed in the series in Savannah, currently 5 for 8 across the first 2 games. And it's Bronson Ballholm who actually owns a .500 batting average against Jared Donaldson this season.
EJ tosses it between the legs, fires it down to second base. And we are mere moments away from blastoff. Here comes Jesse Cole. After a spirited discussion with our Director of Entertainment, Zach Frangelo, the man in the yellow tux, out ready to get us going.
Banana Nation, it's time. On 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3.
It's showtime. Donaldson on the mound, the switch-hitting center fielder, Reese Hampton at the dish, and he's ahead 1-0. First pitch of the game, the splitter from Donnie, which he'll throw 50% of the time when it's really working. Fastball 90 to 92, could touch 94. Working a slider and changeup at times as well.
We've seen Jared Donaldson have an excellent season against Reese Hampton this year. Party Animal switch hitter is batting just .115 against the splitter specialist, who's evened up the count at 2-2.
Working quickly, that one lifted high and deep out to right. Crosby on the run, watches it bang off the fan wall. Hampton thinking about 3, he's gonna slam the brakes at second. Content with a leadoff double.
We saw Reese Hampton going into the 9th inning last night, was hitless in this series, snapped out of it with a 2-run homer against Danny Hosley to cut the Bananas lead to just 1. Now back-to-back extra base hits for Hampton, albeit just in back-to-back games.
1-0 here on Jordan Hussein. Look at 2 balls and no strikes. Splitter a little erratic. Early on here for Donaldson. Goes back to the fastball and misses up with that. Hampton out to 21 doubles on the tour. Broke the tie he had with the on-deck hitter Jake Skoll for the season lead. Fastball misses up and in. 4 straight bad ones to Hussein. He's content with 1 base on his sprint as he drives in Reese from second base. And 2 batters in, the Party Animals have a run.
The reason we see kind of a lighter hitter in Jordan Hussein occupying this 2-hole in the lineup for the Party Animals, he's been phenomenal in the first innings this season. 3 for 4 with 3 ball 4 sprints as well.
He's now evened up his strikeout to sprint ratio at 11 each on the year. It's the kind of guy Tyler Gillum was in love with when he was the head coach for 5 years of the collegiate summer version of the Savannah Bananas. Helped lead the team to back-to-back Pettit Cups, 21 and then 22 with Jared Donaldson as the ace of the squad. He's thrown 5 straight balls and finds the zone with a fastball at 90 miles an hour on the dot, according to TrackMan. Working quickly, this one popped foul. Back to the splitter, and he's ahead of a batter for the first time here tonight.
I think that's already a slight warning sign for Jared Donaldson in this ballgame. Still yet to record a first pitch strike to a Party Animals batter. Before he delivers a 1-2, he'll check on Jordan Hussein at first.
And he strikes out Skoll. Gnarly splitter there. Takes care of the Toro leader in homers, triples, and until Hampton led off the game in doubles, he's tied for the lead there as well. That's a big out.
Of course, you're going to get Donnie's line dance celebration after his first punch out. Now feeling pretty good about his command on the zone. Just trying to settle in and get out of this inning before hitting the 5-minute mark on that MPI clock.
Whole team celebrates Donaldson's first K of the night with the Hit Town line dance. And the splitter misses into Dalton Cornett, the cleanup man. DHing for a second straight ball game after he caught Thursday night. Batting average down to 293, still just about as formidable a bat as you'll find in Banana Land.
Still a very consistent hitter, has the lowest strikeout rate on this Party Animals team, so very good at putting bat on ball when he gets it here. And unfortunately, that banana ball laced foul.
Donaldson ahead in another count. Ball and 2 strikes on DC3. This one bounced foul. Good to see Dan Oberst back at first base. In his 6th year as a Banana, has always been very solid over at 1B. .90-mile-an-hour fastball sails up and out. Cornett 18 ball 4 sprints compared to just 12 Ks on the tour, and he remains early on the splitter. That one 99 miles an hour off the bat.
And what's really impressive, Dalton Cornett had just 8 sprints across his first 44 games on tour. He's drawn 10 sprints over his past 19 games for the Party Animals, as this 2-2 offering from Donaldson will miss on the outside corner.
Good take there by Cornett. Trackman had it outside. Here's the payoff. Fouled away. What a battle here between Donnie and DC3.
8 pitches already between this duo, and Donnie about to come set with pitch number 9 as Cornett swings and pops another one foul and out of play.
Hussein was off on that offering. I'll wager he takes off again here. 13 steals. He's only been caught 4 times. It's a late break. And now he'll head back to first base as Jackson Olsson calls off Ryan Cox and collects out number 2.
A long battle there between Donnie and DC3. It's the Bananas right-hander coming out on top. And for Jackson Olsson, having to shield his eyes just a little bit in the sun peeking behind some clouds, opted not to go for the trick play with Donnie already over the 5-minute mark in this inning.
Here's the left fielder Noah Fisher. Down even at 1-1. 2 home runs on Thursday night. A couple hits including a booming double an evening ago. Bat's starting to heat back up.
What's really impressive for Fish, coming into this series, had just 6 total hits in Grayson Stadium this year, has 5 in this series alone. And Robert Anthony Cruz gives this one a chase over in foul territory and has the room to come away with the catch. But it's the Party Animals scoring an early run in this ballgame, trying to see if it'll hold up in the bottom half of the first.
Another look, Rack, boy, did he cover a whole lot of ground. Ran a country mile into foul territory. Shows off the speed, battling the sun, comes up with out number 3. So Party Animals push a run across. We'll need to keep the Bananas off the board to earn the first point available tonight. Here's how the defense looks for the boys in pink. In the outfield, left to right, you've seen them all hit already. Fisher, Hampton, and Skoll. In the infield, third to first, it's Hussein, then Chase Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan. Catching is Bronson Ballholm, and starting on the mound is Sean Fluke.
Last night was a pretty landmark game for Dustin Baber. 3 trick plays, which put him over 100 on his season for the first time in his Banana Ball career. Although he still trails Chase Acuff, leading all Party Animals with 129 trick plays this year. And we saw Jordan Hussein at the hot corner. 2 trick plays for the Animals last night.
Let's get a sneak peek at the world's slowest race. None of our 4 contestants have moved a muscle. Well, that's a lie. There was a lift and then placed back down on the grass with the left arm. A little bit of crying from that cutie. Looks like a lot of deliberating, a potential for movement, but nobody making any formidable moves here. As that little rock star just stares at Sean Fluke warming up, Mr. Undeniable in his 3rd World Tour. Getting ready, trying to defend a 1-run lead in the first.
It's hard not to be mesmerized by one of the greatest dad bods in sports. It's Sean Fluke, who enters tonight's game with a 3-3 record and making start number 16. We saw Fluke get the start last Sunday, and aside from giving up a 3-run home run to Reese Alexiadis, looked pretty good out on the mound for the Party Animals. What stood out more than anything else, he did not allow a single sprint.
Not just a crawl, but a bear crawl. Impressive stuff at the last second, with the crowd going crazy, and our winner, not the happiest of campers, comes away with the victory there. Quick look at the Bananas lineup. D.R. Meadows at the top, then Dan Oberst and Eric Jones Jr. Reese Alexiadis cleaning it up. Jackson Olsson, Robert Anthony Cruz, and Michael Deeb, followed by Brandon Crosby, Ryan Cox, and Dakota Stiltz All-Britain making the first start of his Banana Ball career.
And of course, that's the big storyline, seeing Stiltz, a man who has been a part of Banana Ball World Tours since back on the 2021 One City World Tour, getting to bat as the extra hitter tonight. It's going to be a fascinating matchup against Fluky.
2-0 on DR. Get 3 balls, no strikes on the man who represents the inning tying run, who's begging for a strike. Tour leader in batting average at 347. He gets it. Fluke throws slow, slower, and slowest. Dials up the fastball there and misses below the knees. That one clocked in at 75 miles an hour, according to TrackMan. Uncharacteristic wildness from Fluke gifts the Bananas the tying run on base.
That's where we've seen just a slight difference from Sean Fluke since recovering from his broken hamate bone. Just hasn't necessarily had the control he had prior to that surgery. Now he battles against Dan Oberst and will miss outside.
Things get a lot more dangerous once you get past the doctor. I mean, you have to deal with the tour leader in batting average right off the bat, and then Dan, the menacing man who has way too much launch angle on this. Fisher will catch it coming in, and Fluke has out number 1. That sets up Eric Jones Jr., hitting .333, tied for the second best batting average on the tour, his .436 OBP. Leads all hitters, his 9 home runs, tied with Hampton and Skoll for the tour high.
We saw both Hampton and Skoll lead the yard last night to tie EJ, of course. He said he wanted to be the man leading the tour in homers 2 straight seasons. Probably feels just a little pressure on himself now, and he's probably trying to lead the yard against Sean Fluke, who he's hit 4 of his home runs off of this year.
This pitcher's pitch there from Fluke. Over the outside corner. Drops down as DR takes off for second. Perfect throw from Ballholm, not in time. Meadows with his 22nd swiped bag of the year.
He stole first base last night for the Bananas and was immediately wiped off the base pass. Taj Porter nabbing him at second base, but this time DR able to get in just ahead of that throw from Bronson Ballholm. Now a sprint would likely score Meadows from second base.
This ball blistered out to right center. Reese Hampton can't catch up. Meadows is going to score easily from second. EJ's rounding second base. He's thinking about 3. Head first slide. He's safe. Second triple on the tour for Eric Jones Jr. as he drives in his 39th run. And we're tied at 1 in the first.
Well, for Reese Hampton, it wasn't necessarily the greatest read on that hard hit liner off the bat of Eric Jones Jr. with that one continuing to trickle towards that center field wall. EJ decided to get aggressive, and now the Bananas, the man 90 feet away from scoring them their first point tonight, and Reese Alexiadis taking ball 1.
It was 100 miles an hour off the bat, and now Fluke has to face the man who took him deep in the first inning last Sunday in Norfolk, Virginia. Alexiadis with 2 home runs across his last 3 games. Check on EJ over at third. Bang, bang. Robert Rivera says EJ got back safely. Chopper foul. Party Animals have to bring the infield in against the World Tour king when it comes to exit velo. Right side in on the grass. Hussein and Acuff playing halfway. That one deep out into left. Fisher makes a nice running catch, but Jones Jr. is going to score on the sac fly as Bananas take the first inning and lead 1-0.
That's why you want to hit the ball hard. John Fluke thought he could possibly get one of his heaters past Reese Alexiadis, and instead gets the barrel on that banana ball. And it leads to the first point of the ball game tonight for the Bananas, but still a fine catching left from Noah Fisher as we send it down on the field to Sam Bauman.
Hey, Miko, Josh, EJ had to get ready, so I got Ty Jackson, the sturdiest horse here in Banana Land. Ty, answer like EJ would. How's it feel to have the lead right now?
You know, it feels good. We're in the first inning. 8 more to go. Let's do this thing.
What can we do for the rest of the way to continue riding this thing across the finish line?
High energy, high passion, and a whole lot of fun.
Miko, Josh, I'm exhausted. I'm doing all the work here. Let's get it back to you guys in the booth.
How about the power shown by Ty Jackson there as he takes Sam on the ride of his life through the grandstands. Jesse Cole and company passing out yellow roses to young ladies in the stands. Andy Archer trying to find his future recipient. Party Animals gave Sean Fluke 1 run to work with. It was the leadoff ball for sprint that kicked things off. Then the EJ triple. Once you've got him at third with one of the best hitters on the tour at the dish, Alexiadis with a great piece of situational hitting to walk it off.
And the sprint is what hurts more than anything else if you're Sean Fluke, especially walking the leadoff man in DR Meadows, who used his speed to steal second base as well.
Looks like we got a behind-the-back pitch here from Jared Donaldson. Jason Swan skies it to left. Robert Anthony Cruz backflips, makes the catch, lands the flip. Hashtag banana ball.
Unreal. Jared Donaldson with the Mahomes-esque behind-the-back toss to Jason Swan, and it ends in Robert Anthony Cruz's 23rd trick play on this year's World Tour. Phenomenal stuff.
Splitter in for strike 1 here to Tanner Thomas. Tanner's been heating up as of late. Swinging a good bat, did not see that was a pass ball. Well, would have been a pass ball if Tanner took off for first. He leads the tour with his 6 steals of first base.
It's been uber aggressive, already tied for the most steals of first in a single banana ball season. You've got to stay ready if you're the Party Animals, knowing Jared Donaldson with that splitter has thrown the most wild pitches of any Savannah Banana this year.
Gasses that one up to 91, blows it past Thomas as Donnie grabs his second K of the evening. After giving up a double to start the game and a sprint to follow, Donaldson's retired 5 straight. Looking for a 1-2-3 frame. Dustin Baber stands in the way. And this one skied to the right side. Meadows out, Crosby in, and Brandon Crosby gets rid of the glove, a barehanded snag, and Jared Donaldson, you're in the banana ball history books.
That marks the 100th inning thrown in less than 2 minutes this season. It belongs to Jared Donaldson. 3 outs in 1 minute and 38 seconds.
We're going to finish that somewhere. But let's make it a competition. Young Professor, who you got over there?
Tell you what, Jesse, I'm going to represent our fans over here at the grandstands down here.
Let's toss it down to Sam Bauman again.
Josh, we're here with the history maker himself, Jared Donaldson, giving us number 100 for sub 2-minute innings this season. How's it feel? Speed wins, Jared.
It's getting out there, making these early contact. I talked to Jesse before I went out there, and he was just preaching, first pitch out, first pitch out, first pitch out, and that's what we did right away with the behind that pass, and quick inning, baby.
We've been sitting on the verge of this for the past 2 days, waiting for this moment. I know you've been waiting to get out there and throw. How's it feel to push us over here in the final game of our 3-game series here in Savannah?
I mean, I just want to come out here and give these fans a great show, but also give my team a chance to win, come out here and compete, and just have fun doing it.
Donnie, not done today. You go 2 more going lower than that.
Let's do it.
Speed wins, guys. Jared Donaldson, history maker. Biko, Josh, back to you.
Thank you very much, Sam. Thanks, Jared, for taking the time to chat with him. Sing-off going on here in historic Grayson Stadium. Miley Cyrus for the people. Party Animals have not taken the field yet. Looks like we're going to have a little bonus entertainment from the boys before they get out on defense.
The point this time goes to the third base and left field side.
Let's check in on the Party Animals dugout here. Oh, just kidding. Sing-offs got to be decided here.
Can't get in the way of Whitney Houston, bro.
Can't believe I ever dreamed of it. It's on me. Radbod would have put me in a suplex if I took Whitney away from him. All right, now let's go down to the Party Animals dugout.
And I'm not short of 5'8".
Preach, Reese.
My name is Bill Fisher.
My name is Jason Swan, and my favorite player is
My name is Justin Baker, and I created the phrase "drink responsibly." I'm Chase Acuff, and I'm Donnie's mom's favorite player. I'm Jordan Hussein, and everything's bigger in Texas. My name is Jackson Olsson, and my phone number is 203.
My name is Sean Fluke, and I am not the father.
What a way to welcome in Sean Fluke to the broadcast.
Congrats, Flukey.
Yeah, boys. It's a good day.
Happy for you, man.
It was a bad first inning, but it's gotten better now with the news.
Yeah, that's big. A little more Povich action. All right, what's the plan for Jackson Olsson?
Backdoor slider. God, I'm all over the place today.
Yeah, didn't get around the house.
No, we're gonna go change piece. Fluke, come on.
To the gas.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah.
That a kid.
I was giving him that one. That was his chance. Pop, 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 pop.
Trapman had that right on the outside corner. That's a pitcher's pitch.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh, Flukey. That's okay, because Jackson Olsson just hit a walk-off home run. That was really fun getting to chat with you, man.
Well, I thought the news was better without being the father, but I don't know, man. I can't get much worse than that right there. That's pretty much the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life.
I'm sorry. We love you, Flukey. There goes Sean Fluke as Jackson Olsson has his 3rd home run of the tour and collects his 18th walk-off on the year.
Number 8 for the Bananas with home run number 8 in this series in Grayson Stadium. And it's Olsson's 3rd home run in his last 11 games for the Bananas, swinging one of the hottest bats in Banana Land at the moment.
Famous last words from Sean Fluke there. Oh, bleep. As that thing sailed on out. 97 miles an hour off the bat, 388 feet out to right field. Maceo Harrison has bananas and party animals alike ready to dance us to the third inning. Another incredible dance from Maceo and the fellas as we toss it back down to Sam Bauman.
Pico, Josh, love chatting with you. This is a great game so far. Jackson Olsson just cranks another one. Jackson, explain what's going on. The bats have been so hot, especially for you lately.
Very hot. Bananas are hot right now. I don't know what's going to stop us, but the only problem with this right now is that we're about to play, but honestly, we can just let him go. We don't need a third baseman.
Yeah, we got plenty of time, guys. You want to? No, yeah. Jackson, one last question here. Oh, yeah. Oh, we lost. I guess he's going to play third base. All right. Guy does what he wants. Pico, Josh, I guess we'll get back to the game, too.
Yeah, we can get back to it. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Jackson. Looks like Donnie wasn't too enthusiastic about starting the inning without his third baseman. Fair enough. As Bronson Ballhome fouls out to a backpedaling Brandon Crosby for the first out here in the top of the third.
Good drive off the bat of Ballhome. That one's staying up in the air just a little too much. Brandon Crosby, you could see it, trying to figure out how he could possibly come up with the trick play there, but instead, just make sure he can grab the sure out there for Donnie.
Chase Acuff trying to end a string of 7 straight party animals retired by Donnie. After the boys in black and pink started the game with a double and a ball for sprint, pushed a run across in the first. Manners ended up doubling them up. Jackson Olsson walk-off homer in the second. Has them up 2 points to nothing as Donnie with a 1-0 count on Acuff. Breaking out into a choreographed dance with Cox, Meadows, and Alexiadis. That was a long one. That one ripped fair off of the third base umpire Robert Rivera, which was fortuitous for the Nanners. That was destined to be at least a double from Acuff.
That's what we saw so much of from Chase Acuff a season ago, just continuing to get those balls just inside those third base foul lines, consistently pick up doubles for the party animals. Fortunately, it's unfortunate positioning for Mr. Rivera.
Umpires are in the field of play, so you're going to play it as it lies, or as it ricochets, rather. Ball and a strike here on Hampton. Had the double to lead off the game as the lone run scored for the Animals tonight. Jumps ahead 2-1. Man, he falls victim to the gnarly Donaldson splitter there. Evens up the count. So deceptive off that low 90s fastball. Goes back to the splitter. Hampton able to spoil that one. Watches that splitter float outside. Count runs full. This one on a couple hops. Meadows bounces it to Cox over to first, not in time. Hampton showing off the wheels on the fielder's choice.
Well, that's trick play number 74 on the season for DR Meadows. In the second one he's grabbed as an infielder this season. Some get one at third base in May on this year's tour. And now just good feel by Meadows, something simple. You get the force out and a good bounce pass.
It's Jordan Hussein, responsible for the RBI sprint that drove in the lone party animals run. Couple hops to Cox, bobbles the ball behind the back with the glove flip to DR, I don't know how he turned that into a trick play, but that's why he's the glove magician.
Just when you thought it was Ryan Cox who was going to go ahead and give up on the trick play try, corrals that one with the glove and gives the flip behind the back to DR Meadows at second base. Jared Donaldson, quick work yet again, 2 minutes and 48 seconds in the third.
Down to host Josh with dropping the kids off. Brand new promotion.
Get your third kid where you will gently place them in this swimming pool. All right, dads, are you ready? Let's drop some kids off. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my God, this must be an emergency. They are hauling now. And they got number 1, that's breakfast. They got 1 in the chamber, and they got the runs. Look at that Olympic speed. That's family unity right there. This is bio class, and they're coming up on the home stretch. Oh my God, 2 in the chamber, your poor stomach. And here he comes. Up on the pool, and we have a winner! Thank you, fans, and thank you, Little Nuggets. You were amazing.
A big splash at the end. Drop the kids off successfully in the kiddie pool. And as we have the Bananas pull our equipment off the field, we head to the bottom of the third. Sean Fluke, after one of the quickest mic'd up half innings we've had in Banana Ball history, back out on the bump. Awaiting Robert Anthony Cruz, who's coming in from the crowd. His patented walk-up, shout by the Isley brothers. One of 1959's best tunes. Unless you think their song's much better than Shout in 1959, Josh.
Yeah, can't say I was around for the 50s like that. I'm sorry about that, man.
What about Come Softly to Me or Mac the Knife? It's going to be a blue base hit for Rack after the big signature walk-up.
Everything currently going the Bananas' way tonight, and especially so after signature walk-ups. We saw Bill Leroy a night ago with the Morgan Wallen walk-off and then the walk-off home run. Here it's Robert Anthony Cruz, a nice leadoff single in the third inning, and that brings Michael Deeb to the dish.
Liner foul from former White Sox minor leaguer. His former Nats farmhand leads off first.
Please welcome our dancing first base coach. His name is...
How about Charlie Brown? No, it's not Coldplay's Charlie Brown. It's by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stroller. The Coasters. Stagger Lee, the Battle of New Orleans.
You gotta stop. This is getting out of control.
I minored in the best songs from 1959.
It's like me naming random baseball players with Chris Sachi.
Went really well with my broadcast and digital journalism diploma. Jordan Hussein is going to track this down with a basket catch to take care of Deeb.
No trick necessarily there for Jordan Hussein. Kind of an awkward route to get to that ball, but a fun little basket catch nonetheless. And Flukie pretty relieved to retire Deeb. He's been a tough batter for him this season.
Brandon Crosby steps in. Front door bender. Did it miss? Top of the zone. That's what Vincent Chapman will say. That one definitely missed up. 2 on the kid out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. Driven deep out to right. Still hasn't played well, just in front of the track. We'll track it down. Good rebound here from Fluke after the blue base hit to start the frame.
Still working quick out on the mound, and really it's just all about being able to get those 3 outs in the inning, and Flukie now getting strike 1 against Ryan Cox, batting in the 9-hole tonight.
Goes to the 12-6 curveball, floats it in at 66. this one through the 4-hole. Seeing eye single from Ryan Cox as Rack gets a stop sign from Adam Virant, the third base coach here in the third. Inning-winning run pushed up to second.
The world's tallest hitter, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
Stilts grabs the bat off the chin of Alex Ziegler and ready to take his first ever plate appearance as a starter in Banana Ball.
A big moment for Dakota Stilts Albritton. With 2 men on, has the opportunity to earn the Bananas a 3rd straight point in this ball game and takes the first pitch inside.
Dakota does have 1 walk-off on the tour. Behind 1-2 now. Up the middle, it's trouble. Cruz chugging around third. Throw from Hampton, perfect. And Rack is now going to have to try and avoid Bronson Ballholm, who, wow, Rack somehow did. Ballholm was sitting crisscross applesauce, and Cruz able to sneak a hand in on the plate. Looks like the party animals are going to challenge. Not sure there was anything better Ballholm could have done there. Impressive evasive maneuvers from Rack. We look. Oh boy.
It's a play that we might need to see from. There we go.
Wow. It looks like Vincent made the right call. You could see the smile on Rack's face. Yeah,
I think this call stands.
He got the hand in. Robert Anthony Cruz is safe at home plate, and Stilts has his 2nd walk-off of the tour.
Ladies and gentlemen, after further review, the ruling on the field stand.
That is quite possibly the craziest walk-off I've seen in my 5 years of broadcasting Banana Ball.
52.
Credit Stilts with the barrel. Struck it well back up the middle. Perfect throw from Reese Hampton, and I think Ballholm thought that he had the entire plate covered. Cruz saw a little daylight there and was able to sneak the right hand in.
Really impressive stuff from Robert Anthony Cruz to get the hand in. And for Bronson Ballholm, just a little bit of a mental error. Just allowing himself, by sitting on home plate, to give up some of his mobility. Whereas Rack had a little bit of the upper hand from there. Try and sneak that hand in, which he did successfully.
Toss it down to Jesse here for Metapops.
But here comes Colleen, and the winner, Sheila and her husband Tom. Let's hear it for our couples, a little Metapops.
Got another couple angles here. Looking at Ballholm and Rack facing off, and every which way we see it. Looks like Cruz got in safely.
And it really looks like he deked Ballholm. The hand was going to go over to the left side, then sneaks that other hand in on the right side of Ballholm. Nonetheless, walk-off goes to Dakota Stilts Albritton, and the Bananas a 3-point edge as Jared Donaldson has a 1-1 count on Jake Skull.
It's the kind of creativity you only get when you do childhood gymnastics and homeschool debate and speech club. Doing some homeschool JV volleyball as well.
Good.
That's how you create a well-rounded, critical thinking human being. Vincent Chapman boogieing to the full capacity crowd's delight.
The crowd here in Grayson Stadium has been especially responsive tonight. Loving the dance from Vincent Chapman, and you heard lots of oohs and gasps, especially during that Party Animals Little League entrance tonight as well.
Pop the opposite way, good chance for the fans to catch a ball for an out, and they come up with it! What a snag by that guy!
The 68th fan on this year's World Tour to catch a foul ball for an out, leaning back, comes up with a tremendous snag. And again, everything going in favor of the Savannah Bananas at the moment.
Yeah, this has not been a fun 3+ innings for the Party Animals thus far. Dalton Cornett trying to change that. Splitter gets the top of the zone, evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Scoo J and KJ Jackson bring the fan to the field. Ty Jackson out in left, trying to pull off the trick play. Can't grab it behind his back, but able to fire the ball in to keep Cornett at first.
Well, Ty entering the game as a defensive replacement, trying to come up with something creative here and still trying to get his banana ball bearings, especially in that trick play department. But again, no harm, no foul, especially with the Bananas with a 3-point lead in this game.
And Donaldson settled in on the mound. Just missed the outside corner. And with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball there. Following up a 79-mile-an-hour splitter, Noah Fisher, fair down the left field line. Cornett's gonna go, no, he slams the brakes. Fisher certainly had a double if DC3 could have gotten to third base. Instead, Noah's got himself a one-out single.
That hurts. If you're the Party Animals, in all honesty, it would have been pretty easy 2 bags for Noah Fisher. Now the Animals should be wondering why they haven't used their designated runner for Dalton Cornett here in the 4th inning, as this one from Jason Swan sneaks through the 6 hole. And again, it's Cornett on the bases, getting the hold at third base.
Good timing there from Swan on a rare slider from Donaldson, 100 miles an hour off the bat. And the base is full for Tanner Tinder Thomas. Looking for a game-changing swing, as the Party Animals have lost the first 3 innings so far tonight. He goes fishing on the splitter below the knees. Corners are in for the Nanners. Alex Ziegler in at first. Meadows and Cox up the middle, looking to turn 2. Great take there by Thomas. He's worked the count even at 2-2.
And a great stop as well from Eric Jones Jr. If that ball gets behind him, Dalton Cornett's probably trying to come home and score for the Party Animals, and it's Tanner battling off that splitter from Donnie.
Gnarly movement as per usual. Olsson says he kind of throws the splitter right down the middle and lets it go where it goes. Another splitter, another foul ball. Cornett off third, Fisher off second, Swan off first. Another 2-2 with the bags juiced. That one struck well, and it's off the glove of Meadows into right field. Fisher getting the wave around. Throw from Crosby's not in time. And it's going to be an E4. That brings 2 runs home for the Party Animals.
Again, we saw D.R. Meadows, that's his collegiate Bananas days, spending a lot of time manning the infield. It's been a while since he's found himself at that second base position and trying to get his bearings once again. It's definitely a costly error. Really everything compounding since the missed trick play from Ty Jackson.
This inning started with a foul out to a fan. It's gone downhill since then for the Nanners. 2 runs home for the Party Animals, who still have runners at the corners. We'll get strike 2 on Dustin Baber. Fastball at 91 misses high. He's worked the count even at 2-2. Does not bite on the slider. This one driven deep but foul. Baber's improved by pretty much every metric you could imagine offensively here in his second Banana Ball World Tour.
The extra base hit rate up for Dustin Baber this season, of course, no home runs last year and 3 here in 2024. We've even seen Baber, same old with the steals of first. He's up to 4 on the year and had 1 last night for the Animals.
Nice fight there on 90 miles an hour right around the outside corner. Batting average was .238 last year, comes in hitting .251 here tonight. This one up the middle over Donaldson. Meadows steps on second between the legs over to first. Trick play, double play for the doctor as the damage is limited to just 2 runs.
Well, that'll make you feel good, making up for the error. DR Meadows immediately going to the bag, recognizing this double play completely in his hands, and gets the between the legs transition and throw to double up Baber.
Party Animals with a good chance to earn their first point of the ball game. They lead the 4th inning by 2 runs. But the top of the order will be due to swing it for the Nanners in the bottom half. Meadows, Oberst, and Jones Jr. Hey, baby time here in historic Grayson Stadium. As we get to see the 99th season of the baseball or banana ball taking place here in Grayson. Built in 1926. Rebuilt in 1941 after a hurricane did a lot of damage to what was then called Memorial Stadium. You get a look at 368th straight sold-out crowd in Banana Land, dating back to the inaugural Nanners season of 2016. 15 of 25 games were sold out as the Bananas won the Pettit Cup, took down the Peninsula Pilots. All of a sudden, we're looking at the 236th straight sold-out crowd in historic Grayson Stadium. Time flies when you're having fun. We finish up Hey Baby. You can see in the background Dalton Ponce is getting loose on the bump. He'll come in here for Sean Fluke. Out of Fontana, California is having a stupendous rookie campaign here in Banana Ball.
And again, he mentioned that Fenway Park was a turning point in his season. He's thrown 18 innings since that day on June the 8th. Has a 1.50 earned run average since. Unbelievable stuff. And the last time we saw him pitch, faced 9 batters, set them all down in order, and recorded his first career inning in less than 2 minutes on the mound.
Picked up a pair of points. It was up in Norfolk, Virginia, as the Party Animals took 2 of 3 from the Bananas. Now the boys in black and pink trying to avoid being swept out of Savannah before we pack up and head to Salt Lake City, Utah this coming weekend. 3 balls and a strike on DR Meadows. Learned a ball for a sprint his first time. Casey Harrison with an enormous entrance as Meadows takes strike 2.
Ponce continuing trying to paint that outside corner against DR Meadows. Now we'll see. He tries to jam Meadows on that inside corner. He does step inside, but he punks the Bananas leadoff man as DR is walking to the wrong bag.
Oh, he's going to walk and grab the banana ball, it turns out. Looks like he's angry at the ball. No ill will for Dalton Ponce, which is good to see. Playing that thing against his head. Like a caveman discovering a rock for the first time there.
gonna land on? He's gonna hit with the big bat.
Dan Oberst spinning the wheel of bats. Truly looking like a caveman, lugging his club up to home plate.
The hair, the half-button jersey, the big bat. If you're Dan Oberst, the only thing you'd like is to be able to have a chat with Alex Ziegler and figure out how to swing this thing.
He's a primitive man. Big swing and a miss. Fastball from Ponce. This one looped off of the jumping attempt of Dustin Baber, who flicks it to second just ahead of DR sliding in. So it'll end up being a fielder's choice in the book. That one 56 miles an hour off the bat.
Still an impressive adjustment from Dan Oberst, choking up on that big bat after his very first swing. And now it's Oberst taking off on the first pitch from Dalton Ponce and swiping second without a throwdown.
Dan, a disciple of Tyler Gilliam's Greenlight special base running system across the last 6 seasons. He's now 12 for 14 on his stolen base tries here in 2024. And 2 here on Eric Jones Jr.
EJ trying to get a monkey off of his back on this plate appearance. As good as he's been on tour, obviously the Bananas' best bat from start to this point on tour. He is 0 for 12 against Dalton Ponce this year as the duck out of the way of that 1-2 offering.
Trackman had it at 90 on the dot, up and in. That's not fun. 2-2, big front door bender. Scrapes the bottom of the zone, according to Vincent Chapman. And EJ is giving him a piece of his mind. Vincent giving it right back to him.
Well, you might hear it a little bit more. Eric Jones Jr. spending time behind the plate tonight, catching for Jared Donaldson. May not have liked every call his pitchers received, and now frustrated with the result of his own at-bat as Reese Alexiadis puts a charge in this ball out into left field, but it will hang up and land in the glove of Noah Fisher. And here in the 4th inning, it's the Party Animals claiming their first point in the ball game. And now we go down to Emily Cole on the field. It's time for our Bananas Foster family of the night.
Emily Cole.
There are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care across the country without a permanent home. To raise awareness and help bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. This organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already doing amazing things in the foster care world, while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, Bananas Foster is celebrating the McCullough family. Trevor and Amanda became licensed foster parents 11 years ago. On average, kids spend about 18 months in foster care. The McCulloughs have welcomed 5 kiddos into their home, caring for each of them for years at a time, much longer than the national average, until they were able to eventually reunify them with biological family, which is of course the ultimate goal of foster care. Fans, please help us celebrate the McCullough family for helping keep families together right here in this community.
Always a super special moment in Banana Land when we get to honor the superheroes of the foster care community. Tonight it's the McCullough family, Trevor and Amanda. They've done a heck of a job taking care of some long-term placements and reuniting them with their biological families, which is what this whole thing is about. As we zoom out on Split in the background, we zoom in on Banana Land's Big Maple. Ryan Kellogg takes over for the top of the 5th inning.
Well, the Bananas using out of the bullpen in this series. We saw him pitch on Thursday night, and for Kellogg, a pretty clean inning, only allowed 1 hit to the Party Animals. For only 9 pitches, he got out of the inning in 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Here comes Brunson, ball home. Takes a big swing and a miss. At a first pitch bender from Kellogg. Goes to the changeup. It's another cut and a miss from Bronny. Speed things up off the end of the bat. Ryan Cox, shallow left center, taps it up, but no one's behind him to snag it. Bronny hustling the whole way, has himself a 2-base trick play missed.
And that's so smart from Bronson Ballholm. Never stop hustling, sees that one hanging up in the air. Figures he's just going to continue to run as this play develops. And for Ryan Cox, I think kind of went into the assumption that he's got DR Meadows behind him, can easily communicate that to them, or almost just they can feel it with synchronicity of their minds, but instead it's Reese Alexiadis having to dive in last second and then able to come up with the catch. That'll be a trick play miss for Coxie.
Yeah, not a lot of air time on the glove pop there either. What do we have going on here? Looks like we're pausing the game for a line dance. I don't know where Vincent Chapman is. We've lost our home plate umpire. And here comes Vince, back from the dugout. I think we were just filibustering before we could get a man to call balls and strikes back. Here's Chase Acuff, a single his first time. Well out in front with more off speed from Kellogg. Alexiadis races in and has out number 1.
Number 6, Reese Hampton.
Party Animals order flips on its head as Reese Hampton turns around to hit from the right side.
Reese Hampton's natural side of the plate as well, hitting Ryan Kellogg a lot better this year compared to last year. And Reese batting .269 with runners in scoring position. Chops this over to Ryan Cox, who goes between the legs with the throw over to Alex Ziegler. And Coxie making up for the trick play miss to start this 5th inning.
Real good base running there from Ballholm. You saw him race in front of Cox, get 90 feet closer to home plate. He stands at third as Jordan Hussein steps in. Bounced into a fielder's choice, worked an RBI ball for sprint his first time. Takes the huge 68-mile-an-hour mega hook from Kellogg for strike 1. And then goes after the changeup that dives below the zone. Pretty much nothing but off-speed here from Kellogg, who throws the old dodgeball trick. Glove in the air, fastball tossed in. Hussein able to stay alive.
I mean, anything goes on the mound in Banana Ball. That's pretty creative stuff from Ryan Kellogg, just trying to see if it would throw off Jordan Hussein's approach at the plate. Impressive work by the Party Animals third baseman. Hit that one foul.
1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball gets away from Kellogg, not enough for Ballholm to do anything crazy. And that one, swing and a miss. Bill can't squeeze it though. And it's going to be a steal of first base for Hussein as Ballholm scores on the passed ball. Ended up being a 2-2 changeup. Kellogg got the strikeout, but Bill completely whiffed on the catch. Pitch was in the zone, he just came up empty.
Definitely an unfortunate outcome there for the Bananas, trying not to let the party animals start to feel like they're rallying. Too many runs in this inning. Of course, it's Leroy who enters in the 5th as the defensive replacement for EJ. You can see him, a little fist in the glove, upset with himself at that. It was good feel by Hussein, knowing that he swung through that pitch, automatically taking off and realizing, hey, I've got to steal first base here.
That's right, and I bite my tongue, not actually a steal of first. It's just a strikeout swinging. And he reaches on the pass ball, one of the more bizarre rules of baseball. Ty Jackson, a long run, isn't going to be able to get there. 2 balls and a strike now on Jake Skoll. Party Animals have a chance to earn another point. And now a 3-1 count on Skoll, as we just got the word that Eric Jones Jr. was ejected from the game for arguing balls and strikes. That one slapped the opposite way from Skoll. Hussein can fly. He's getting the wave around from Anthony Coronado, and he's going to score. Throw from Ty Jackson, got under the glove of Jackson Olsson. Don't think they really had a chance at Hussein either way. That's a big piece of clutch 2-out hitting there from Jake Skoll.
And the Party Animals now starting to benefit from a lot of costly defensive mistakes from the Bananas. We saw the trick play missed from Jackson, the error from Meadows in the 4th that led to 2 Party Animals runs. Now it's that trick play miss from Ryan Cox and the passed ball from Bill Leroy that led to more Party Animals runs here in the 5th.
0-2 here on Dalton Cornett. Bananas are letting the Party Animals back in the game. The boys in black and pink have been able to execute when given the bonus opportunities. Good job there by Cornett, fouling off the big curveball from Kellogg. And Kellogg wins the battle against his former Kentucky Wild Health Genomes teammate in the Atlantic League. Pair of Ks for Kellogg, but a pair of unearned runs to go with it. And the Animals have a chance to earn another point.
And again, now the focus going forward in this ball game for the Bananas. Not necessarily trying to tie up this 5th inning, but going forward, cleaning up all of these defensive miscues on the diamond.
Banana Band blasts away as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Party Animals really should not be trailing by 2 points right now. In case you were not with us in the 3rd inning, they had out number 3 at the dish. Brunson Ballholm went crisscross applesauce, defending the plate from Robert Anthony Cruz, who then deked him and snuck his right hand in, really stole a point for the Bananas. Has the Nanners up 3-1 right now, but it should be 2-1. Which would mean that the Party Animals could tie this game, of course. It's a different multiverse where that's the case. A little bit more adversity now for the Nanners as they've lost their starting catcher for the game with EJ being ejected. Let's toss it down to the field. Tyler Gillum's got the fan who caught a foul ball.
Everybody make some noise!
We're going to have to wait for Jesse Cole and the Banana Band to stop blasting. Now we can toss it down to Gillum.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fan who caught a foul ball for an out, Tyler!
Heck of a play from Tyler. Nice snag off in foul territory on the left side to start the top of the 4th inning. Jackson Olsson coming in, belting out some One Direction. I've always thought this. about one person in particular in the world. Gosh, you have any idea who?
Coordinating producer Chad Reese.
No, it's you, silly.
Oh.
You don't know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. Chad is also beautiful, but he knows it. What production.
Well, that walk off, or walk up, I should say.
Oh, Chad got you. Now you're pulling the Chad Reese. It was beautiful.
Gosh darn it.
Dalton Ponce looks like was just catching a little shut-eye. He's going to get loose.
You sleep when One Direction is playing.
Probably have to ask.
You should be studied in a lab if that happens to you.
Probably have to ask a couple dozen middle-aged dads who was able to get a catnap or two at some One Direction concerts back in the day. I know they're out there. This one skied in the infield. Ball home, Ponce and Swan converging. Bronny making the call, but he can't get the ball. Another life for Jackie.
Jackson Olsson for a second. Just got to stand and watch that play develop. And starting to hustle out of the box. Thankful he's getting a second chance, and that's a play. Jason Swan's probably got a call off ball home. Take charge to make that play.
Another pop-up in foul territory. Hussein and ball home now running towards the ball. Jordan never saw it, and Bronson didn't have the wheels to get to it.
And you can see Jackson Olsson having a little fun currently with Dalton Ponce just pointed to him out on the mound, flashed 2 fingers at Ponce, saying, hey, I'm getting possibly a little more redemption against you here.
Looks like Ponce has thrown the pitch to get Olsson out twice. Here's try number 3. He nearly plunks him. Swing and a miss. All that just to get Dalton Ponce his second strikeout of the evening. What a celebration.
Ponce fired up. He's happy with the result of that at bat. And look, for Jackson Olsson, you're obviously not trying to strike out in that situation, but if you pop up one more time, that's when you got to go down and hit the push-ups like Willie Mays Hayes in Major League.
Jackson takes a fastball just a pinch above the zone. Ponce thought it had it. Trackman agrees, but Ty is not the tallest man in Banana Land. He barrels this one dead center field. It's going to be off the wall. Didn't know Ty had that kind of juice. 102 miles an hour off the bat. Traveled 399 feet before it collided with the 16-foot wall in dead center.
Heck of a cut there from Ty Jackson. Picking up a big knock for the Bananas in the 5th inning, and Reese Hampton, Noah Fisher, and Jake Skoll not shaded deep, but they may show Jackson a little more respect the next time he steps up in the batter's box.
It is a guy in his first season as a Savannah Banana back in 2021. In his 3rd game ever playing at Luther Williams Field in Macon, Georgia. Got his first home run before Bill Leroy, who was in his 4th season as a Banana at the time, ever did. Of course, Bill then got his first home run 2 innings later, part of a 7-5 Bananas victory. Ty Jackson tied the game. Bill put the Nanners ahead. And he's never lived down that it took him over 100 games to get his first bomb to tie 3. Two-1. Uncle Deeb pops it into foul territory. Another chance for the fans. And they can't come up with it. Close call, another life for the former Notre Dame linebacker. Got a Ketel Marte jersey down there. Wow. Been an unsung hero on my Keepers Dynasty Baseball League. Big Ketel Marte guy. Talk about a guy who can hit some baseballs. Deeb represents the inning tying run. Able to check his swing. They'll get a second opinion down at third base. Robert Rivera agrees. 69-mile-an-hour bender.
Deeb so far working a great battle against Dalton Ponce again. He's been tremendous at hitting with runners in scoring position. A 400 batting average. It creeps higher. And played very well in right field by Jake Skull. Perfect one-hop throw to Bronson Ballholm. It's Ty Jackson held up at third base.
Ty Jackson held up at third base by himself. There's no third base coach for the Bananas. I don't know why, but that was good base running by Jackson. He's not the run that matters here.
Just great instincts by him, trying not to get overly aggressive, just hoping the Bananas can move the line offensively. Brandon Crosby steps in.
It was a 102-mile-an-hour off the bat double from Ty Jackson. Deeb with his single 102 off the bat as well. Malachi Mitchell pinch running for him. Fastest man in Banana Land represents the inning winning run, or the inning tying run rather. Brandon Crosby at the dish represents the inning winner as Ty grabs his 38th steal and just 42 tries on the tour. What a fourth season as a Banana he's having. Two balls and a strike on Crosby. Flew out deep to right his first time.
And with that steal of second base from Flash the Kid, you get Brandon Crosby able to work the ball four sprint. Bananas are going to be able to tie this inning against the Party Animals, keep them from collecting second point in the game.
Showtime with 6 walk-offs on the tour. This one in the air, center field. Hampton making the call. Coming in, he's got a big arm. Jackson tagging and trying to score, and he will. Sac fly for Crosby. But the Party Animals still lead the inning by a run.
Ty wisely held up on the single from Michael Deeb, decided he would get a little more aggressive and test the great arm of Reese Hampton. And again, just a really good throw, but that one sailing high of Bronson Ballholm. Led Jackson to come around and scores. Malachi Mitchell did not move up and try and take third for the Bananas. He still stands on second.
Could be big. Ryan Cox with the single through the right side his first time. Fate of the inning lies in his hands. Ponce trying to notch the Party Animals another point. He earned them their first point in the 4th inning. This one fouled back, 1-2. Cox, of course, always a tough customer at the dish, though. 15 ball, 4 sprints compared to just 11 strikeouts on the year. This one fouled off. Ballholm and Hussein hustling. Bronny! What a sliding catch to win the inning for the Party Animals.
That is as fired up as you're going to see Bronson Ballholm. A tremendous play, probably the greatest play we've seen from Bronny on defense this season. And the Party Animals right back in this Banana Ball game. Now down just a point to the Bananas.
A Gronk spike of the Banana Ball after Ballholm comes up clutch. With the inning tying run in scoring position, he snuffs out any hope the Bananas rally in the 5th. Bananas now lead 3-2 as we'll bring in Ryan Kellogg on the mound and Kyle Lewigs in the stands.
How we doing, guys?
Terrific. We've got a treat here because Kyle has found a fan to call pitches for you, Mr. Kellogg.
Lovely. I love it. I heard the kid's name is Sammy. He's going to help me out. We're going to have some fun.
What do we got going on? There we are, Kyle.
I've got my friend Sammy Saltman here. He's been to a couple Bananas camps. I've taught him a thing or two. and we think that he's the perfect pitching coach for the night. Kellogg has been our interim pitching coach as he's the oldest pitcher on the team. And now since he's pitching, I think that it's only fair that he has a pitching coach. So for this inning, it's up to Slamming Sammy here. He's going to call pitches for Ryan Kellogg.
The oldest pitcher with the youngest pitching coach. Here we go, boys.
All right, we're going to get into it. We got Noah Fisher. He's a righty. What do you want to start with, Sammy?
All right, I like it.
Ambitious.
All right, we're giving it to him. He knows exactly what's coming. Ah! I don't know where that missed.
Behind him. I like it. Okay, we're behind in the count, Sammy.
Painted.
1-0. What do you want to throw?
Slider.
Okay.
Slider. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
Pretty good call.
All right.
Now, well, we got a minute, Sammy. How much pitch calling experience do you have in your life?
Huh?
How much pitch calling experience do you have in your life? Well, you're doing a dang good job right now. We're 1-1. What do you want to throw here?
Curveball.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Wow. What do you got here? 1-2.
What do you got? What do you got?
Change up.
Okay.
I love it. I love it so much.
Swing! Oh, you wanted to so bad.
Okay, 2-2. We got to make a pitch here. What do you want?
Slider.
I like it. His favorite pitch. Really good.
Oh, we fouled it off.
Good.
I don't hate that call.
All right, we might want to. We either need to slow him down or speed him up. What do you want here?
Fastball.
All right.
He likes the fastball. 81.
Ah, doors. Damn it.
All right, still 2-2, Sammy. What do you want to go now after that fastball?
Change up.
Good call. Perfect. Beautiful. I literally couldn't have done it better myself.
Oh, yeah. Fan catch it, please. What's the fan catch call? Do it. No, dang it.
Okay, Sammy, we need him to keep something in play. We went change up there. What do you want to throw here now?
Slider.
Yeah. That's what I would have done.
Oh, 2 minutes. Okay.
My gosh.
That is
okay. We've got him all over the place. And I was talking to Sammy earlier about perceived velo. What do you want to go off of that slider here?
Give it to me. What do you got?
Curveball. I like it. Yeah. That'll change his sights.
Oh, yes. We got it out. Let's go.
Sammy, we got it out.
Just catch it. Backflip? Sure. Why not? Sure.
All right, Sammy, we're 1 for 1. You're doing great. We've got another righty at the plate. What do you want to start him with?
Fastball.
I needed Sammy out here last inning.
All right, Sammy wants the fastball, and I would like a velo grunt behind it.
All right, I got you. Here we go. See you soon. Ah!
All right, we're behind in the count 1-0. What do you want to go after that fastball? Curveball, okay. I like it. We got to get the donut guy here, too.
Oh, that's there.
Beautiful. Okay, off of the curveball. 1-1. We really got to strike this guy out. What do you want to go with?
Change up.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, swing. Ground ball. Please get an out. Sammy, you're nasty.
You're so good. We're 2 for 2.
You
okay,
call it,
Sammy.
I'll execute. We'll be okay, kids.
We've got a lefty now. We want to get him ahead in the count because we've got something special up our sleeve for old Kellogg on the mound.
Oh, God.
What do you want to go first pitch to a lefty?
Curveball.
All right.
Is he inside of your head right now,
He
Kellogg?
might be. This guy's swimming rent-free. I don't know who his pitching coach is, but that guy can keep his job forever.
By the way, if he gets a hit here, it's your fault, not his.
Oh, swing. That's a strike. Thank you,
Okay,
Vince.
we're ahead in the count 0-1. What do you want to go off the curveball?
Change up.
Left on left, change up 0-1. How about that?
Look out, dugout. Oh.
I think we both know what we want here. We're ahead 0-2.
All right.
Do you want to do it? What do you want here?
Knuckleball.
You got it,
Yeah.
kid. Oh. Prepare to be underwhelmed.
Yes.
Give him the old nasty non-spinner.
We're going to need to...
Oh! Wow!
Do you want to do it again? Ahead 1 and 2 here?
Knuckleball again.
Yes.
Oh! Yeah! Sammy, my guy! Let's go!
Hey, Kellogg, come up here. Come up here and talk to my guy Sammy here.
I gotta go.
Sammy gives private lessons.
Oh, God! Going down.
This is the next pitching coach of the Savannah Bananas.
Oh, my God, great job.
That is the best pitching coach. Move over, Adam Byro. We might have a new guy on the staff.
That was incredible.
Thank you so much for sending it down to the dugout. Back up to you guys in the booth. Doc, keep going, John.
Thank you so much, Kyle. Thank you, Kellogg. And most of all, thank you, Sammy. What a job. What an inning he just called.
3 minutes and 54 seconds, by the way. Attaboy.
Kellogg gets the K with the knuckler. Let's send it down to the Banana Nanas. They've got the floor. The Banana Nanas, unbelievable as per usual, nothing new there. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dalton Ponce is going to let Bronson Ballholm call all his pitches. See how it works for him.
Bold.
Alex Ziegler, pride of Butler, Pennsylvania. We'll get his first hacks of the evening. That's a clean-shaven Ziggy. He was ready to rumble.
Non-beardy Zig.
Correct.
Got to change the username now.
He's going to have over 600,000 followers on TikTok. Very confused. Good to see Splits joined us in the booth. Picture in pictures how I found that out. Ballholm is backpedaling. It was an adventure, but comes away with the ball.
The Bananas giving Bronson Ballholm a lot of work lately. I'll tell you what. Eat your heart out, Reginald Horton. Bronny's getting his steps in right now.
This is a terrifying, terrifying picture Split has drawn. Oh, this is fan art. Well, now I feel like a terrible person. I was drawn by a child. Glad I was told that before I expanded further on my thoughts. Ponce breaking it down. Acuff, Baber, and Hampton, his backup dancers. And he drops it down. High hopper. Boy, DR found the trampoline out there. Bounces it over Hussein's head for enough.
Just skipped once it reached that infield dirt. Nothing really that Jordan Hussein could do about that one. Dalton Ponce, nonetheless, very impressive. Has the highest 3.22 and 6.22 strike rate on this year's tour.
And DR's now reached base safely in 5 of his last 6 plate appearances. Good stuff for the tour leader in batting average. Trying to catch EJ in the OBP department. Dan Oberst back to his normally sized bat. Healthy hack in a 1-1 count now. Bill Leroy is on deck. As we mentioned, EJ's been tossed from the game for arguing balls and strikes with Vincent. Dan Oberst serves it out to right center field. Meadows is going to get a stop sign from Ray Ortega. And it's back-to-back singles, the inning-winning run now pushed up to third.
Well, Dan's been one of the most consistent performers at home this season, a .395 batting average in Grayson Stadium. And now things are in the hands of Bill Leroy, one of the heroes last night for the Bananas. His walk-off home run, the 7th inning.
It's remarkable. Bill has the 3rd highest OPS on the team, only trails EJ and Robert Anthony Cruz. Sends this one deep to left. We're going to have a play at the plate. Fisher behind it. There goes the doctor. The throw home. Offline. DR scores. And Leroy walks off the 6th inning. Nanners lead 4-2.
Bill Leroy goes after the first pitch from Dalton Ponce, knowing Ponce so good at throwing strikes. And the Bananas getting in with a little Harlem Shake celebration down in their dugout.
It's 2012 all over again. Who knew the Harlem Shake would live forever? Another look at Billy Barrel's big swing, does the job, elevates, and the Bananas get to celebrate. We honor all the service members, both past and present, here in historic Grayson Stadium, and we'll extend that to everybody watching on Valley Live and WatchStadium.com. As we take things up to the booth, we've got some fan mail for you. Split is picking up fan mail below me. This one is from William Carr. Thank you so much for writing in, William. Dear Josh and Biko, I love watching the Savannah Bananas live streams. You are the best narrators in the whole world. Thank you so much, William. I play baseball, and it would be a dream come true to play on the Savannah Bananas. Retweet. Y'all are the best team ever. Also, do you go for the Bananas or Party Animals? I'm an unbiased play-by-play broadcaster, so I root for neither team. Good question, though. My favorite player is Dalton Malden. If he is playing, could you put him on the mic? Or, if he's not playing, could you bring him up to the booth? Sincerely, William Carr, with a fantastic, and I mean capital F, fantastic drawing of Split, who happens to join us in the booth right now. That's good stuff. Now, Split's got fan mail for me. Okay, well, we can't get to all of this, Split, because right now, it's time to make William's dream come true. We have Dalton Malden on the microphone. We bring you in at William's request. I mean, the first question has to be how cool it is, Dalton, to have the immense amount of love from William, which is really emblematic of the fans' love for you on every stop of the tour.
Hey, first off, I just want to shout out William. You're the man. I appreciate you, bro. It means a lot.
Now, Dalton, you dropped a brand new single last night, Mean to Me. What can you tell us about your newest song?
Yeah, new song is out now. I was trying to do a release every 6 weeks, but sometimes we get a little busy, and we finally got this one out, so super pumped about that.
Get really busy? What do you mean? What could you be doing? It's only your third Banana Ball World Tour. I mean, how do you balance the music life and touring, man?
Dude, I just try to take every day, just day by day, live within my feet, and then make the most of it. That's all.
I love it, man. Well, I got to listen to Mean to Me on Spotify earlier. It's an absolute banger. That's all you do. This is now on Spotify. 20 songs released by Dalton Malden. Can you check my math on that?
I don't even know that, so double check that.
All right, I think you hit the big 2-0. You're such a talented guy. The creme de la creme. Thanks so much, Dalton. Really appreciate you, man.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
There goes Dalton Malden. And how about Austin Krasminski? Leaping off the mound like a cat and firing over to first to take care of Dustin Baber.
Some of the best reflexes we've seen from a pitcher on the mound this season. Krasminski just leaping over to his right side to snag that one hopper off the bat of Dustin Baber. And get a quick one pitch out for the Bananas. Now misses this first offering to Bronson Ballholm.
Former Angels and Cubs minor leaguer on the bump, pumps in 91 to 93 heaters. That one ends up clipping Bronny. Was at 91 according to TrackMan, and luckily Ballholm looks like he took it off the elbow guard. No harm, no foul. He had the armor in place for such an occasion.
Blitzcrank coming off of a pretty critical outing on Thursday night for the Bananas. Was struggling for the most part in August, but came into the ninth, kept the Party Animals off the board, and also recorded the showdown shutdown against Reese Hampton and secured a victory for the Bananas. Dan Oberst came up, collected that walk-off in round one as another high chop over an infielder. DR Meadows not able to field that one. And the throw over to third base, getting away from Jackson Olsson. There is no attempt to score for Bronson Ballholm. Actually, Armando Becerra, who's the designated runner. But Chase Acup does move up to second base on the play.
It'll be an error on Crosby, only the second of his Banana Ball career. As Becerra leads off third, Acuff off second. Back to the top of the order we go. Reese Hampton flips on over to the left side. Battle between former minor leaguers here as Krasminski gets that one just at the top of the zone.
Let's go.
92 in on the hands. No balls and 2 strikes. fouled straight back, power on power. Hampton extended his zone just a bit, but I'd wager that one too close to take. Especially with the first pitch of the at-bat being called a strike, right around that spot. Called strike 3. Wow, 4 straight fastballs. Krasminski catches Hampton guessing there and rings the bell in a huge spot.
Yeah, that's a situation that you don't see very often. Reese Hampton, Krasminski, a slight little bow to the fans of Hampton, thinking that Krem was going to go something off speed and maybe give him a chase pitch. Instead, that one middle, and Hampton looking pretty frustrated that he didn't get the bat out on that one.
That was pretty much right down Broadway. Hussein gets a slider, just barely misses, according to Vincent Chapman. Like it had plenty of the zone. Krem's got a smile, shakes it off. And we'll go to another slider, gets the foul ball there. 3-pitch mix, we'll work in a circle change as well. Smile on Hussein's face too. Guy's having a blast here in a huge situation in the top of the 7th. This one chopped over Krasminski. Meadows attacking, has to be quick, and he is. Takes care of Hussein. Krasminski strands runners in scoring position and puts up a big 0.
Tremendous charging play from DR Meadows, and recognizes the situation he's in. Opts not to go for the trick play, and instead put up another scoreless frame for the Savannah Bananas.
We'll toss it back down to the field as the Banana Splits take over. Another terrific dance from the Banana Splits, ending in their signature split. Connor Higgins takes over on the mound for Dalton Ponce, who was pretty darn solid across his 2+ innings of relief.
Yeah, just an unfortunate end to the evening for Dalton Ponce with the walk-off allowed. Connor Higgins trying to not extend this Bananas lead in the ballgame out for the 25th time this season. And for Higgins, sometimes erratic out there on the mound, but still has not allowed a home run on his season for the Animals.
From the Los Angeles Angels minor leaguer. Well, that was a nice slider. Vincent Chapman says it missed up. 4, 5, and 6 due to swing it here for the Nanners. Higgins with the fastball, 91 to 94. Has touched 98+ in his career before. And rears back, that one 90 on the dot, power on power. Alexiadis was trying to send it to the trees.
And Reese knew he had the advantage in the count. Connor Higgins not going to mess around and go to the slider, instead try and get a fastball in for a strike. Unfortunately coming up empty. Now it's Alexiadis having to spoil the first payoff from Higgins.
Jackson Olsson waits on deck. Robert Anthony Cruz in the hole. Jackie already with a home run tonight. Reese with a home run yesterday. Rack as well. As Alexiadis gets the ball for a sprint. All 7 Party Animals behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live. They do so in short order. Textbook sprint defense. And the speedy Super Reese limited to 1 bag.
And I'd say that's awfully impressive. Alexiadis, a man with excellent speed for the Bananas, and of course has a lot of power in his bat. It's hard to, as a Party Animals outfielder, to want to shade in when Alexiadis could swing through 3-2 and get it over your heads. And Alexiadis, it looks, was not content with just one base on that sprint, so goes ahead and swipes second on the first pitch from Connor Higgins to Jackson Olsson.
He's now 11 for 12 on the tour in his stolen base tries. Inning-winning run in scoring position. Olsson able to check his swing. This is where pitching is so brutal in Banana Ball. 2 more balls and the Bananas will walk off the inning. No free bases. Olsson serves it back up the middle. Nice running catch from Hampton. He doubles off Alexiadis at second. Huge play from Reese Lightning.
Well, Reese Hampton immediately was jumping in, running in on that ball, makes the shoestring catch, and Alexiadis thought for certain that one was falling in. And instead, how about Dustin Baber? Really good instinct, staying on that second base bag to receive the throw from Reese Hampton. Get Connor Higgins out of, it was a really tricky situation there.
That's Reese on Reese crime. Reese with a C takes Reese with an S off the bases. And here's Rack. Singled his first time, was pinch hit for by Ty Jackson, who doubled in his spot in the 5th. It was a 400-foot, no doubt blast to dead center last night. This ball driven deep out to right center. It's gonna find grass. Cruz motoring around second. And he's gonna chug into third. Belly flop triple. Guy's on a tear.
Unbelievable hitting for Robert Anthony Cruz across this 3-game set in Savannah. He's now hit for the cycle in this series.
That was 99 miles an hour off the bat, according to TrackMan. Traveled 365 feet. Just like that, the inning-winning run 90 feet away. And the tour leader in walk-offs is at the dish. Here's Michael Deeb. Another battle between former minor leaguers. Angels farmhand on the bump. Former White Sox minor leaguer at the dish. .93 miles an hour, count even at 1-1.
For Connor Higgins, you can't fall behind in the count to Michael Deeb. Extremely disciplined batter, even more so in the late stages of ball games.
93 once again, 2 balls and a strike. Deeb has 31 inning enders so far on the year. He's more than content to grab the sprint, which Higgins is one bad pitch away from giving him.
Had the walk-off sprint last night for the Bananas. Now is possibly one bad one away from his 17th ball 4 sprint with runners in scoring position as Higgins misses high to Deeb, and the Savannah Bananas claim point number 5 tonight against the Party Animals.
Tour leading 32nd walk-off of the year for the former Notre Dame linebacker. In his 4th World Tour, he is good as ever. Picks up his team-leading 46th stake of the year as well. And how about Rack and Andy Archer? Boogie into some no scrubs at the dish. Manners led 3-0. Party Animals stormed back with 2 unanswered points, and now 3 straight from the Bananas. They leave 5-2 with 2 innings to play. Another look at the walk-off sprint from Deeb. That drove home Cruz. Let's toss it down to the young professor. Time for some dancing in the dark.
Dancing in the dark. Shark, hit that music. Here we go. Let's see what you got, boys. Oh, there they go. We got to see who's got the best moves. I got to eliminate the groom-to-be. He's the first one out, but we got 3 guys that are still going. Oh, man. All right, we are down to our final 2. We are down to the final 2 here. We are down to the final two, and we gotta figure out which one is the best dancer. I gotta see your best stuff. We're down to it. It's Wysocki, it's Nick. We gotta keep going. I don't know who it's gonna be. Wysocki, I'm not eliminating you. You've been out here by yourself for the last 30 seconds because you are the best dancer in the dark. Give it up for Wysocki.
How about the moves from Wysocki? 10 out of 10 name, 10 out of 10 dance moves. Zach Phillips takes over on the mound here as we head to the 8th. Former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer is on a tear on the bump as of late.
He's the go-to setup man for the Savannah Bananas. His 47th time towing the slab this year. And the Party Animals are 3 for 29 against him here in the month of August.
It's not good.
We saw Billy 4 strikeouts against the Party Animals last night.
And that guy's rolling. 3 straight balls here to Jake Skoll, though. Finally finds the zone. Trackman headed at 90 right down the chute. Part of the order for the Party Animals. This one slapped foul. Not caught by any fans. I think he might have shot that into one of our merchandise containers over there. Skoll 1 for 3, an RBI double his last time. He works the ball for a sprint. See if he tests the Nanners sprint defense. He does. And he's going to be rewarded with 2 bases. Bang, bang. But he beats Rack to second, the 7th and final man who had to touch the ball before it was live.
Well, the Party Animals, and especially Jake Skoll, feel the weight of being down 3 points in this ball game. So certain times we've got to get pretty aggressive, try and move yourself into scoring position any way you can. And what we know about Jake Skoll throughout his entire Banana Ball career, arguably the most aggressive base runner on this Party Animals team.
One driven out to left, Rack on his horse. Diving catch, Robert Anthony Cruz. Right on the foul line. What a play for out number 1.
Showing off the range yet again in this ball game. We saw Rack with a tremendous play gliding all the way over into foul territory in the 1st inning tonight. Now substituted back into the game in left field. Comes up with another sensational play and a big first out for Zach Phillips.
Rack's putting on a clinic out in left. Nothing new there. Noah Fisher. This one stroked into center. Alexiadis has a beat on it. Nice leaping catch from Super Reese. That ball was tattooed 102 off the bat as Skoll will tag and take 3rd.
The Bananas outfielders currently flashing the leather. And you can see more appreciation from Zach Phillips on the pitcher's mound. Gave Rack the point, the thumbs up after his great play. Does the exact same thing for Super Reese in center.
Jason Swan trying to give the Party Animals a chance to earn their 3rd point of the night. As our Dunkin' Donut hitter of the night takes 91 on the inside corner for strike 1. Again, right at the knees, behind 0-2.
Billy trying to get the crowd once again into this. Worked for him last night as he was able to strike out Tanner Thomas, now trying to do it 2 straight nights. But Swanee will roll this one over the DR Meadows between the legs transition, and Alex Ziegler fields that one with a spin behind his back. The Bananas with a double trick play, and now 10 for the boys in white tonight.
And Philly keeps on rolling on the mound. Gives up the leadoff sprint, but strands Skoll at 3rd base. And at worst, the Bananas are going to enter the 9th inning with a 3-point advantage. We'll just need 1 run in the bottom of the 8th to make it a 4-point lead. Turn historic Grayson Stadium yellow. Another beautiful scene for a 3rd straight night here in our legendary park, nestled in the corner of Daffin Park. '236th straight sold-out crowd here at historic Grayson Stadium. 368 in a row in Banana Land. Bananas with a 10-game lead over the Party Animals. Counting tonight, 14 games still to go. Of course, more accurately, it's really 13 games and carry the one. We'll go with 1/9 still to play here tonight. That's assuming the Party Animals can't push the Bananas to the bottom of the 9th inning.
We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go Bananas!
Let's stop having Biko try to do math. Fractions were never my strong suit. Let's get back to the action. Drew Gillespie comes in a big spot. He's got to put up a goose egg to give his boys a chance in the top of the 9th.
It's Drew out for the 44th time this season, the most among all Party Animals. He was unavailable last night after throwing 46 pitches on Thursday, which included 1 pitch in showdowns that unfortunately for the Party Animals ended in a Bananas walk-off win off the bat of Dan Oberst.
First pitch looked pretty good. Does not get the call from Vincent Chapman. Drew was not thrilled with the strike zone on the mound on Thursday night. He's going to try and compose himself here behind 2-0 to Crosby. Ryan Cox on deck. Alex Ziegler in the hole.
For Gillespie, he's got the advantage of facing the bottom of this order at the moment. So if there's anything he should be thinking about, it's really just pounding the zone and trying to put up as quick of an inning as possible.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Goes with the fastball. Trackman had it at 91. And it's a K to start his evening.
And Gillespie getting in with a little celebration on the song. Put the hands up after the K.
DJ Khaled here. This one struck well from Ryan Cox, but straight to Skoll and right. He was out number 2. I listened to a podcast recently that said if all you did was actually win, winning would not feel good at all. It's the losing in life that makes winning feel so good. Something to chew on here on this beautiful Saturday night. Makes you hope that DJ Khaled's okay.
Prayers up.
Ziggy popped out in foul territory his first time. Takes the gas at the knees for strike 1. Gillespie's gonna toss this one from about 20 feet behind the mound. He's got strike 2.
Starting to take a little bit of a page out of Cowboy Kyle Lewig's book. Now he's gonna push off against the second base bag and deliver this pitch high to Ziggy.
It's a legit 127-foot pitch, and Drew's gonna run it back. This is down and out, and he'll make a journey back to the bump.
That's great showmanship from Drew Gillespie. Not something you can get upset about. You find yourself at an account 0-2 with 2 outs. Why not try something like that?
This is outside with 91. Payoff pitch. He's singing on the bump, and he's got himself, between the legs, Chase Acuff. Jason Swan tried to plus the double trick play. It's going to be a no trick play. In fact, a trick play missed for the Party Animals first baseman. The Bananas still breathe in the 8th.
Well, if Jason Swan's able to scoop that ball, it's one of the greatest double trick plays we've ever seen in Party Animals franchise history. But the Bananas, with a little bit of life here in the bottom of the 8th, and Ziggy is off the base paths. Malachi Mitchell back into the ball game as the designated runner.
We are 1 for 1 tonight. A ball for a sprint, a hit by pitch, and a single. It's been one of the Bananas' best bats against the Party Animals' best arm. That's a swinging bunt. Tough play for Hussein. Barehanded, he doesn't have a play. Throws it behind. Flash, who's back to the bag safely. Heads-up play from Hussein. Manny Machado-esque there is Malachi Mitchell with some heads-up base running. Does not get caught.
Was hoping he could deke out Malachi Mitchell. Saw way back mid-2000s. That was the kind of play that Greg Maddox made to fake out a batter, or a runner, I should say, at third base. Hussein hoping he could do some of the same and whip that one back to Dustin Baber at second. Take Flash off the bags, get Gillespie out of the inning in less than 4 minutes.
Thanks to the trick play missed and the infield single, the inning-winning run now in scoring position. Gillespie has to face off against Dan Oberst. Banana ball history, no banana has more hits than Dan the Man. He walked off Thursday night's game in showdowns against Gillespie. Check swing, another swinging bunt. Ballholm hops on it, fires to first in time. And it's going to be a 3-point deficit for the Animals going to the ninth. Another look, nice play by the Party Animals backstop. Let's toss it down to the young professor.
About the game of banana ball. In this game, in the final inning, every run counts for a point. That means the Party Animals are as dangerous as ever. On the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, the Savannah Bananas need just 3 outs to lock down a victory here tonight in Savannah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final inning.
And let's meet the ring dudes for tonight.
Party Animals are down by 3, but as the young prof said, every run scored in the ninth counts as a point. Cowboy Kyle jumps to action on the Nanners side. Jake Lialios does the same for the Party Animals. Our ring dudes letting the folks know this is our final inning. And Danny Hosley comes in to try and shut the door.
Still only 1 blown save this season for Danny Hosley, but across these last 2 outings, he's given up 5 runs to the Party Animals. We saw Hosley enter with a 3-run edge last night, surrender a 2-run home run to Reese Hampton, put the game back within just 1 point. And Hosley also bailed out by a really great play over at third base made by KJ Jackson, snaring the liner, then throwing it across the diamond to double off Jordan Hussein. And secure a victory for the Bananas.
7, 8, and 9 due to swing it here for the Animals. Tanner Thomas, Dustin Baber, Bronson Ballholm. They still have their golden batter. I'd wager it's going to be Hampton or Skoll for Baber or Ballholm. First pitch swinging, opposite field. Robert Anthony Cruz thinking about a trick play. Is going to grab it on the back pedal with a big smile.
The Party Animals are going to their golden batter. Hitting in the place of Dustin Baber is their golden batter, Jake Skoll.
Here comes the former first-round draft pick. Party Animals are in the business of base runners. Skoll tied for the tour lead in home runs, but all they really need is for him to get aboard. It's good too because he's leading the team in on-base percentage.
Jake Skoll's had some good golden batter at-bats and plate appearances this season, reaching base 3 times for the Animals, but little surprising they're not turning to Reese Hampton, where he had the 2-run shot off of Hosley a night ago.
Jake Skoll to the moon. If it's fair, it's gone. Wow! That's a tape measure blast. His 10th bomb of the tour, and now it's a 2-point game.
For the first time in Party Animals franchise history, Jake Skoll reaches the double-digit mark in home runs and now is the outright leader on this year's World Tour in long balls. An impressive swing off the bat of the former number 15 overall draft pick in the 2010 MLB draft.
It was hit so hard and so far that TrackMan did not pick up exit velo nor distance. Well, I guess that's why Vava went to Jake Skoll as his golden batter.
Eat your words, Josh Stalevsky.
Oh, broadcaster's jinx.
Holy cow.
No 2-0 count on the Arizona State product, Bronson Ballhome. Make it 3 balls, no strikes. Switch hitting catcher with a .350 on base percentage. And he's going to take 4 straight bad ones from Hosley and be content with 1 base on the sprint. Chase Acuff comes to the dish as the game's tying run. He's already homered off Hosley in the 9th this year as well. That was back in Jacksonville, Florida. Danny Do-It-All, one of the best pitchers we've ever seen in our sport, trying to find his A+ stuff again. Armando Becerra takes over for Ballhome as the designated runner at first. 90-mile-an-hour fastball misses inside. 5 straight balls following the homer. And naturally, Acuff ready to hack it. I think what would have been ball 2. Goes to the changeup, and Hosley is ahead.
Perfect 1-1 pitch there for Danny Hosley. It's Bill Leroy trying to set up away. Hosley, this is a little too much outside.
That was the 12-6 curve there. Goes back to the bender. And Acuff spoils it. That ball bounced past Jackson Olsson at third base, down the line. Becerra cruising into third. He'll get a stop sign from Vervasis. It was 90 miles off the bat of Acuff, struck well. But what could have been a 5-4-3 double play now has the game's tying run at second base.
And a great battle at the plate from Chase Acuff, batting .417 in the 9th inning of play this season. Just got another big knock against Danny Do-It-All on tour.
And here's Reese Hampton, who watches the changeup float outside. As we've talked about, a 2-run homer off Hosley in the 9th last night. It was on a hanging breaking ball. Corners are in for the Nanners. This one through the right side, it's a base hit. Becerra will score. Stop sign for Acuff as Hosley is going to still have a run to work with. Reese Lightning comes through in the clutch in the 9th inning for the 2nd straight night. He now represents the go-ahead run at first. Acuff at third is the tying run. Here's the pesky Jordan Hussein. He puts the ball on the ground. As long as he gets it past Hosley, this game is tied. Jordan's not a guy to be doubled up.
Well, Hosley's still Banana Ball's most prolific strikeout pitcher, a 31% K rate this season. And has really got to be looking to try and get a punch out here more than anything else against Hussein, as the Bananas are staying at double play depth. Try and see if they can turn 2 to end this ballgame as Hussein lifts this into shallow left field. Robert Anthony Cruz slides in, makes the grab, and it is Chase Acuff unable to tag and score from third base. That could wind up being the most critical play of the night. Should Danny Do-It-All be able to record this final out against Jake Skoll, who's already gotten a home run off of Hosley this inning.
Acuff was breaking towards home. He thought that that was going to fall between Cox and Cruz. If he was at third when the catch was made, still would have been tough to score. 12-6 curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Skoll homered on a fastball. Boy, changeup just misses the outside corner. Checks on Hampton over at first, who's always a threat on the base paths. Big swing and a miss. Skull fooled by the Vulcan change. Gives Hosley a strike. That one up the middle, the game's tied. Jake Skull comes through in the clutch again as Hampton's going to end up at third. We're knotted at 5 points each with 2 outs in the ninth.
The golden batter pays off as much as it possibly could have here for the Party Animals. They get the solo home run from Jake Skull. Now when he comes up that second time, so familiar with what Hosley is offering on the pitcher's mound. And Skull also getting ahead in the count 2-1. Being able to just deliver a game-tying single. Now Dalton Cornett trying to keep this rally going for the Animals.
It was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. 105 miles an hour off the bat, according to TrackMan. Ball and a strike here on Cornett. 0 for 4 tonight. Behind 1 and 2. There goes Skull. This one poked the opposite way. Going to be a tough play for Cruz, who's able to track it down. But the Party Animals rally for 3. And we're tied at 5 going to the bottom of the ninth. Here comes the young professor.
This is how Banana Ball works. After a great top of the ninth inning for the Party Animals, we are all tied up 5 points apiece. The Savannah Bananas need only 1 run to walk it off. And if we are still tied, we will go to a showdown. Ladies and gentlemen of Savannah, Georgia, we need your energy because it all comes down to this.
Heart of the order for the Bananas against the best pitcher on this tour. Gillespie threw a scoreless bottom of the 8th inning to make that rally possible for the Animals in the top of the ninth. Now he faces 3, 4, and 5. Bill Leroy, Reese Alexiadis, and Jackson Olsson.
It's definitely not an easy part of the order by any means. And the Bananas also still have a golden batter of their own to use. And they could very well use it. For Bill Leroy, who's only 1 for 13 against Gillespie this season.
We're going to send Bill up to the plate. Tyler Gillum trusting in his man who's been with him from the start in Banana Land. Going back to Bill's debut on a temporary contract in the summer of 2018. The pride of Dublin, Georgia leads it off. Walked off the 6th inning with a sacrifice fly, his only plate appearance of the night. Reese Alexiadis on deck. He has 2 home runs across his last 3 games. Jackson Olsson in the hole. He's homered tonight. And then Robert Anthony Cruz behind him, who has hit for the cycle in this series. That was a nice poke by Bill, but a great play by Jake Skull to keep him off the bases.
Jake Skull made that play a lot more comfortable than I think it should have. Backpedaling, not necessarily backpedaling, but floating back and sticking out the arm. Make a really nice grab. Gillespie with 1 out in just 20 seconds.
Smooth as silk from Skull. Here's the 2023 Pioneer League MVP. Put up video game numbers in all 3 years in the Pioneer League for the Ogden Raptors. And he's starting to catch fire here in late August for the Nanners. Alexiadis has been having a phenomenal tour from start to finish, but the power is starting to come as he blasts this one out to center field. It's going to be off the wall on the fly. Played perfectly by Hampton, barehanded and fired in. But that's after Alexiadis slides into second with a 1-out double.
Perfect piece of hitting from Reese Alexiadis. Fortunately, just hitting it to just about the deepest part of the ballpark in Grayson Stadium. But the Bananas happy to have this guy with great speed in scoring position. Not a guy they're going to pinch run for right now. And the bat stays in the hands of Jackson Olsson, 5 for 15 against Drew Gillespie this year.
Alexiadis' double, 102 off the bat, traveled 407 feet before it collided with the center field wall. Unfortunately for RA, 16 feet tall in the deepest part of the park. That's why they call it the Grayson Graveyard. Olsson had a booming home run to walk off the second inning. Up the middle, played perfectly by Chase Acuff. He grabs a trick play between the legs as Drew Gillespie's face down in the infield. He can't believe his shortstop. No, I thought he was playing a little something there with Acuff. I think the ball actually clipped his hand, so we now hope that Drew Gillespie is okay. Looks like he tried to get the ball with his hand. It may have clipped him. Can't figure out any other ailment that would have Gillespie on the ground right now. Looks like he must have stepped wrong on one of his legs and tweaked something, because he's carried off the field by Mike Vivacis, and yeah, he's pounding his right leg right around the thigh area. Drew's such a showman. At first glance, I thought you just couldn't believe Acuff pulled off a trick play in such a big spot. We take another look, and yep, it's how he landed. Actually on that left leg. Twisted his left ankle pretty good, and then his right thigh took the brunt of the collision with planet Earth.
Well, here's to hoping that everything is all right with Drew Gillespie going forward this year's World Tour. Party Animals have to turn to the next man up in the bullpen. They've inserted the rookie Ryan Rodriguez into this ball game, the second lowest earned run average this year amongst Party Animals.
It's been a terrific rookie campaign in Banana Ball for Sexy Mexi out of Newhall, California. Primarily a three-pitch guy, cutter, slider, and a 12-6 curveball. Can be erratic at times. He cannot give up a ball for a sprint to Robert Anthony Cruz. That would score Alexiadis from third, and the Bananas would win.
We've seen Rack, a pretty tremendous game tonight for the Bananas. 2 hits in each of his plate appearances, a single and a triple. He would love to be able to come through, deliver to the Bananas a sweep here in front of the home fans in Grayson Stadium.
Rodriguez will have as many pitches as he needs to get ready, as Gillespie left with an injury. And Ryan was not prepared to pitch at all tonight, had not gotten loose in the bullpen in the slightest. So he'll take his time. The game's winning run is on third base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Can cut the tension with the knife here in historic Grayson Stadium. Rodriguez still getting stretched out. You can see on TrackMan his velo when he started in the mid to high 70s. Now he's starting to have the high 8s and a couple 9s in front of his fastballs. Rodriguez is ready to rumble. Faces his fellow California kid. And as Rack steps in.
You literally could not ask for a better matchup than the one you get right here. Man on third, 2 outs, and Robert Anthony Cruz, the highest batting average against Rodriguez this season. 3 for 5 against the rookie.
Wow. That one right around the inside corner. TrackMan liked it. Said it caught the zone. Vincent Chapman does not give Rodriguez the call. Big swing and a miss. Nice backdoor slider to get back in the count. Excellent take there by Cruz. 2 balls and a strike.
And what's got to be nice for Rack as well, hearing everyone in that Bananas dugout encouraging him, building him up for that excellent take at the plate.
This one bounced to Baber. He'll take care of it over to first, and we're going to go to showdowns for the second time in this series. Here's the young professor again.
We are tied after 9 innings. We don't go into extra innings. We go into the showdown! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is as high octane as it gets. The way it works is like this. 1 hitter versus 1 pitcher with 1 fielder. The first team to score, unopposed by the other team, will be the winner. A home run over the wall ends it all. Ladies and gentlemen of Savannah, Georgia, make some noise because this is the showdown!
It all comes down to this. Take a look at the showdown rules here. The pitcher and an infielder versus a batter. Pitcher Danny Hosley, the infielder Reese Alexiadis, who has to have his feet on the infield grass until the ball is put in play. It's a race to home plate. And if you hit the ball out of the park, you win instantaneously. We'll worry about round 2 and round 3 if we get there. Well, the Animals are going to stick with their pregame plan and send Reese Hampton up to the dish. Got a huge RBI single against Hosley in that 3-run ninth.
Again, Hampton homered off of Hosley a night ago, collected the single tonight, seeing him very well. You see the projected 3 batters if this goes into rounds 2 and 3. Likely Skull next, and then Cornette, Mandua in round 3. If we reach that point, for the Savannah Bananas, they are going to stick with their already warm pitcher, Danny Hosley, on the mound, although Correll Prime was warming up right in the Bananas bullpen, and Bill Leroy makes an incredible play. He has kept this one fair inside that third base line, and the Savannah Bananas are going to secure the out against Reese Hampton. What an incredible, incredible play from Bill Leroy. Very knowledgeable to keep that one fair. And Reese Hampton in total disbelief over that situation.
Here's the young professor again.
We will head into a second round of showdowns.
Young professor, we have a challenge on that last call. The Party Animals have challenged the ruling on the field.
The Party Animals are challenging if that was fair or foul. I don't believe the Party Animals have a challenge left. They lost their challenge. No, the call stands. It was clear as day, both live and in replay. Unbelievable. The athleticism on display from Leroy. Well, on Thursday night, it was Austin Krasminski who was able to strike out Hampton. Tonight, Hosley induces the soft contact, the swinging bunt, and the Superman dive from Leroy to make sure the ball stays fair. Now Ryan Rodriguez is going to have to deal with Dan Oberst to try and send this to round 2. And blasted a ball to the right field wall on the first pitch he saw to walk off Thursday night in showdowns. Indy Stanley is out defensively for the Party Animals. Good take by Dan on the slider. That one way outside. Nice play by Ballhorn.
This is the first time this season the Party Animals have had a man not named Drew Gillespie out on the mound pitching in showdowns. It's unfamiliar territory for Ryan Rodriguez, and for the most part, still just got to approach it a pretty normal AB, and it's Rodriguez getting the fastball there past Dan Oberst.
He was behind 2-0. He said, here's a 90-mile-an-hour heater. Right down Broadway. Hit it if you can. Nice slider to even up the count. What does Rodriguez go to on the 2-2? Trying to send this game to round 2 of showdowns. Shakes off the first 2 pitches. Here's choice number 3. Fastball popped up behind the dish. Ball home, seeing if he has room. It's going to land on top of the grandstand. Gutsy call from Rodriguez, who dialed it up to 91 according to TrackMan.
He's still got 1 ball to play with against Dan Oberst. The slider, that signature pitch, may be what he's trying to set up here on his 2-2 delivery.
Goes to it. Unbelievable take from Oberst. Just barely missed the outside corner. The payoff. Slider looped into right center field. Stanley throws away the glove. He tracks this ball down as Oberst goes around second. Fires it into Rodriguez, who throws it home to Ballholm. Over his head to the backstop. A disaster, and the Bananas walk it off 6-5.
It's a sweep in Savannah for the Bananas. And a costly error for Ryan Rodriguez and the Party Animals at the time to even get himself into the infield dirt. Fire that one home to Bronson Ballholm. But instead, that one over the head of the Party Animals catcher. And the Savannah Bananas magic number on the 2024 World Tour now down to just 2 games as Dan Oberst is the walk-off hero yet again for the Bananas.
Heck of a job by Indy hustling to it, getting it to his relay man, but then Rodriguez sent that thing to the moon. And Oberst is the hero once again. The Nanners are a runaway wagon to 45-25 overall on the year. And 11 games better than the Party Animals in the head-to-head series. Here's Bill Leroy. Bill's gonna shout out the boys who just pulled off a sweep of the Party Animals here in Savannah. Got a lot to talk about on the post-game show. We'll see you again on Friday night from Salt Lake City, Utah on True TV and the Bananas YouTube page. First pitch will be around 9 p.m. Eastern. And here's Bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet your winning squad. Entertainers Alex Ziegler, Malachi Mitchell, Maceo, with infielder Dalton Malden. Tonight's starting pitcher, Jared Donaldson, and behind the plate, myself, Bill Leroy. For our pitching staff, Cowboy Kyle Louise, Ethan Stooge, DJ the Invader, Austin Krasminski, Ryan Kellogg, Andy Archer, Noah Nisnik, and Zach Phillips. And now for the boys that do it all, our utility players, Mr. Eric Jones and Danny Hosley. Now the boys in the infield, Jackson Olsson, Ryan Cox, Brandon Crosby, walking the game off, Danny Oberst, KJ Jackson, and Correll Pride. And now the outfielders, D.R. Meadows, Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz, Michael Deeb, Reese Alexiadis, and Ty Jackson. Our coaching staff, Adam Byron, Ray Ortega, and Tyler Gillum. Last but not least, the tallest man in sports, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
electric crowds we've had all season long, and we want to celebrate with you. We are not done yet. After a showdown victory tonight, Bananas will be out there meeting you. The party animals will be out there. The cast will be out to take pictures and have fun. We love you so much, Banana Nation. We'll see you outside.
What a roller coaster ride of a finale of this 3-game set, swept by the Bananas. Games 1 and 3 both go to showdowns, and both end in Dan Oberst walk-offs. Dan gets to lead the celebration, and Sam Bauman's going to grab Mr. Oberst and Bill Leroy here as they break away from the scrum. Bill with the full extension, unbelievable defensive play in the first round of showdowns, and the first half of round 1 in showdowns rather. And then Oberst with the blast that ends it. Let's toss it down to Sam.
Yeah, Biko, Josh here with the heroes of our showdown. Bill brought his own mic. That's how prepared he is today. We do things backwards here, guys, so you both had big plays. I'm going to have you talk about each other. Dan, obviously, on defense first, we see Bill go out there, make a heck of a play to keep this thing alive. What's going through your mind when you're watching that breakdown from your catcher here, Bill Leroy?
Not surprised. I've known Bill since 2019 now, and you guys have probably heard me say it 1,000 times, but he's part of the reason I play so hard and all these guys play so hard, so nothing he ever does surprises me.
Bill, on the other hand, you make the big play because you know maybe this guy's coming up to bat next. He's already done it once this weekend. You see him step up to the plate. Any doubt here?
The game was over as soon as that ball was called fair and Reese Hampton was out. Danny Oberst coming to the plate. Clutches all get out. Dear friend of mine. Nobody else had wanted to play to finish the game off, and he does it back-to-back nights. Back-to-back walk-offs. Dude's the king.
You guys talk about a team here. You guys had a good run going into this one. Battled into showdowns twice this weekend. Talk to me a little bit about the resilience of this Bananas team. We saw guys playing different positions a little bit today. Where's this come from, this fight? It seems like there's no end to the energy here.
Yeah, I mean, we just got guys, that all step up as leaders when we need it. Everyone's got each other's backs, you know. I'm up there in the box competing. Rodriguez was throwing some really good pitches. Good sequence, and every time I look up, I got 20 junkyard dogs, absolute savages screaming at me, so it's good.
Bill, wrap us up here. Great weekend here, home at Grayson. Get ready to go to Salt Lake City. Bananas rolling here?
The Bananas are rolling. The boys are hot. We're fighting. We're competing. Those guys are playing their hearts out as well, but we're just, our camaraderie and our connection that we have on the field and in the locker rooms right now, it's just like there's a lot of energy that can't be stopped right now. The boys are hot.
Biko, Josh, for Dan and Bill down here, they definitely need a break, and this has been a weekend for us, too. You guys earned a break after this one, Biko, Josh. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much. We'll take a break until Tuesday. Let's take 2 days off. That'd be nice. And then we'll see you in Salt Lake City come Friday night. Welcome inside. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday with us here on Bally Live and WatchStadium.com with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. What a roller coaster ride of a finale. What a roller coaster ride of a series here. The Nanners win all 3 games by just 1 point, and 2 of them ends with Dan Oberst getting a walk-off in showdowns.
Well, this game was truly remarkable, and you felt like, especially in those middle innings, the Party Animals starting to mount a comeback of their own, and the Bananas were starting to pull away against Dalton Ponce, and then we saw against Connor Higgins as well. And you get into that top of the 9th inning, and it's Danny Hosley who continues to struggle out on the pitcher's mound. The Party Animals are able to get the solo blast from Jake Skoll as the golden batter, the first ever home run from a golden batter in Banana Ball history. And then he gets to come up again, and he ties the ball game for the Animals as well. Really impressive stuff. And of course, the game sent to showdowns, really gutsy from Ryan Rodriguez to come in for Drew Gillespie after getting injured and strand a runner on third base. And then you get to showdowns, and again, it's the IQ from Bill Leroy, the Banana Ball veteran who has spent so much time playing this game and thinking about certain scenarios. And for Bill, I know he's contemplated that play rolling in showdowns before, and you see the full-out extension to keep that ball fair, and be able to retire Reese Hampton. And from there, a lot of momentum going in favor of the Savannah Bananas, and it's Dan Oberst who's able to just put one in play, and what he is able to benefit from is really rookie inexperience for the Party Animals. Now, good job by Indy Stanley gathering that ball, getting the relay over to Ryan Rodriguez, but again, for the first time, he finds himself pitching in showdowns, not necessarily knowing how to handle the situation properly, not thinking that it would be better to move in on that infield dirt and throw home to Bronson Ballholm. And that mistake does not pay off for the Party Animals whatsoever. It leads to the banana sweep.
Yeah, there is nary a situation in baseball when a pitcher ends up being a relay man. Of course, Rodriguez comes from the Pioneer League. This is not something that he was doing last year in professional baseball. So his first ever attempt in a showdown, and unfortunately, something that we have seen happen multiple times in banana ball history. Pitcher gets the ball, they're juiced up. Easy to be a Monday morning quarterback. Be much better to 5-hop that thing to home plate than send it to the backstop. The latter is what occurs, and the Bananas end up walking it off. Now, if you're a Party Animals fan, you might look to the 2-2 pitch to Dan Oberst in showdowns, a slider right around the outside corner. Trackman had it a smidge off the plate. It did vindicate Vincent Chapman's call. If it was a called strike, I certainly would not have any qualms about it.
And look, again, you got to focus on Ryan Rodriguez in these showdowns for the very first time. We saw a lot during spring training and early on in the practices on this World Tour. The Bananas and Party Animals alike practicing their showdown defense very often. And at this point on the tour, we're not seeing it so common anymore. And I think they just got into such a routine, the Party Animals at least, of knowing that Drew Gillespie is always the guy they are going to throw out there on the mound in these situations. And now it may cause both of these teams to consider the fact that they may need to continue to practice their showdown defense down the stretch of this year's tour and do it for multiple arms that they would ever expect to be pitching in showdown situations going forward.
There are only 13 games left on the schedule. Salt Lake City will be the 50th city all-time to get live banana ball, so that will be a big ol' bonanza on Friday night on True TV and the Bananas YouTube page, and it is certainly looking tough for the Party Animals. They trail by 11 games with these 13 games to play. They may have lost Drew Gillespie. We really hope that that's just a twisted ankle and nothing more serious than that. It looks like they already have possibly lost Bryson Bloomer for the tour, as he has a fractured bone in his left wrist, and that is one of your top 3 hitters. So when you lose the best pitcher on the tour, at least for the time being, and one of your top 3 hitters, it's going to be a tough comeback to mount without those 2 really key players.
It's one of the more devastating losses of the year, obviously, for the Party Animals, but what was really comforting to see was all of the Party Animals go out onto the field to console Ryan Rodriguez, let him know that this loss does not fall solely on him tonight. It was just so nice to see the Party Animals still rallying around him and hoping that they can just put this night behind them and go into Salt Lake City and keep the Bananas from claiming those 2 games in Utah that would actually, if they're able to get wins, win them this 2024 World Tour.
That's right. Rodriguez had taken care of the tough task of coming in and taking care of Robert Anthony Cruz, who might be the hottest man in Banana Land right now, without any warm-ups in the bullpens, coming in, game-winning run on third base. He sent that thing to showdowns, and then he did the job. He got the weak contact from one of the best hitters we've ever seen in banana ball history. It's just a sail to home plate, and that's the difference in going around 2 of showdowns and the Party Animals losing this game.
Again, sometimes the magic just happens from solely putting the ball in play. And Biko, I think the closing thought on this 3-game series here in Savannah, we may have seen the best 3-game twist of 2024. 2 games with showdowns, and of course last night you saw the Bananas with one of the more incredible offensive displays, walk-off home runs in 3 straight innings. It was such a good series overall for banana ball, especially the offense. And again, in this game, huge stuff from Robert Anthony Cruz, not only with the bat, but 2 backflip catches on defense. Comes up with 2 otherwise incredible defensive plays, especially that sliding play in the 9th inning. And you got a home run from Jackson Olsson as well, and even a walk-off tonight from Dakota Stiltz-Albritton.
Yeah, it was a wild one. You think all the way back, it feels like eons ago that the Bananas had the 6-run rally in the 7th inning on Thursday night to eclipse the 5 runs that the Party Animals had mounted. Then we go to showdown.
showdowns. Then you have the 4-3 win last night with 5 home runs between the two teams, and then we get to showdowns once again with a wild finish. Before we shut this thing down, we do have to shout out the cast and crew that made it possible. We will be giving away next Saturday in Salt Lake City, not just 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but
5 pairs of shoes!
Yeah, 5 pairs of shoes courtesy of Zappa's, and the enthusiasm is...
You've got to get intense for 5 pairs.
It's shared by me as well, buddy. Yeah, spot on. So that's going to be a shoes bonanza right there. Okay, let's shout out the casted crew. It all starts with Emerson Elmgren on the first base camera, the Iron Horse of BTV. Across the diamond, it is Lexton Fowler over on the third base cam. On high home, it is Arch Pongle. Some call her Pingle, we call her Pongle. On the low home, Mr. Keegan Woods. And on the high first, Sophia Peach. The wireless cam flying all over this field tonight was Clayton Franklin, and the fan cam, Justin Gordon, killing it with the shots from the stands. On the audio and utility work, Nick Keldy, a.k.a.
Beef stew. Saltine.
Yeah, Saltine Cracker. Yeah, it was beef stew last night. It's a whole new guy this evening. Our director down in the control room would be Mr. Chris Haynes, and our technical director, the man, the myth, the legend, Griffin Ellis. On replay, one name, you know him, you love him, Kwanzi. He was on fire tonight, as per usual. On the audio, it was Gwen Giddo, killing it on the 1s and the 2s. The scorebug dominated by Michael Basista. The graphics destroyed by Julia Massey, and the statistics on said graphics hit right out of the park by Mr. Mikey O'Connor. Our moderators in the chat on watchstadium.com and Valley Live were Scott Thompson and Colbyte_. Big special thank you to Sam Bauman, who put up his best performance of the entire tour. That guy put up some crazy numbers tonight. Thanks so much to Reed Saltman as well, our home run hitter, Mr. Sean Flute for getting mic'd up, and Kyle Lewigs for joining us with Slammin' Sammy to call pitches for Mr. Ryan Kellogg, as well as Dan Oberst and Bill Leroy for joining us at the end of the show. For our coordinating producer, Chad Reese, the straw that stirs the tasty drink that is BTV, my broadcast partner, Mr. Josh Talevsky, and our executive producers of Bananas Television, Carrie, Emily, and Jesse Cole, as well as Jared Orton. Biko Scala saying so long for now. The Bananas get the sweep with a thrilling 6-5 walk-off in showdowns. We'll see you Friday night from Salt Lake City, and we will see you later!